This one's about the biggest dick in the Hall of Fame. Growing up, baseball was the game. To me, it was bigger than football or basketball by far. It was about baseball. So it was quite a big deal. When I was a teenager, my friend Ash took a summer job with a guy who was a former bat boy for the St. Louis Cardinals. And he had all kinds of inside information about major league players, which we thought was the coolest. Ash had asked him, who has the biggest dick in the major leagues? Guy who hangs out in clubhouses. You know, when you're a teenager, that you're concerned. And it was Lou Brock, outfielder for the St. Louis Cardinals, one of the all-time greats in baseball. He was the all-time base stealer. He wasn't a one-dimensional guy, just a big dick. So we got years of laughs out of that. Fast forward, I'm out of college, working for a newspaper, my first newspaper job, a city paper in Washington, D.C. And Washington had lost its baseball team in the 70s. And so they would, just to try to keep it alive, to keep the sport alive, they would bring these exhibition games back. And in 1986, I wrote a preview for this old-timers game they're going to have at RFK Stadium. And they sent me press credential. This is the first sporting event that I had ever gotten a press credential to. This game had everybody. It had Willie Mays, and Joe DiMaggio was there, and Hank Aaron, and Lou Brock. I go to the game with my friend Ash. No sport is really cut out for old guys, so the game itself wasn't much, but just being in the same zip code as all these guys was really cool. And then so the game ends, I have this pass, I have this all-access pass to go to the locker room. Ash doesn't have it, so I go, you know, I want to see these guys up close, you know. I'm about to go in the locker room, forgetting my old story, and Ash looks at me, he goes, Dave, check out Lou. So I'm laughing, and I walk in the locker room, and immediately I see, there's Willie Mays. I see Frank Robinson, one of the all-time greats, 586 home runs. And then I trip over something. Okay, I didn't really trip over something, but I see Lou Brock. He's in the corner, and he's leaning up against a locker, totally butt naked. Totally naked, except for sandals. I walk over, and there's a little gaggle of reporters around asking him questions, and there it is. Athletes, when you meet them in person, after seeing them years on TV, your first reaction is, he isn't as big as I thought he'd be. They always seem smaller. This lived up to billing. And I'm thinking, you know, I'm a guy who has trouble peeing if there's another man in the room. And here's Lou, just the most confident guy ever, calmly asking questions without a stitch of clothing on. And I'm thinking, if I had that, that's the position I'd be in too, probably. So I had to get back outside to Ash. I go, yeah, you were told the truth, Ash. That's the only reporting I did on the first sporting event I ever covered.